Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name stop making noise, chair. My name is Monita. I make spiritual trap music or like 5D type music, and I want to make it like a genre. So if you're an artist as well, like, you know, link up. Or if you're just interested in that music, then subscribe. Or this is actually not my intro. I don't really have an intro, to be honest. Like, I wanted it to be like, I don't know, I just want like people like me to watch like me, kind of, you know what I mean. So if you're like me, subscribe. So today I was thinking of, since I'm talking to people like me, of telling you about stuff, like about ways to meditate that are not like the usual meditation, because I realized that I am not, like, if my frequency is not right, then I meditate, then I don't get I don't feel better after, like I just feel like the same, and it's like, and then even when I'm in that low frequency, because then I'm like, oh, I don't really want to be just with myself like this, kind of. But then when I'm like in an elevated state, then it's fun, then it's super fun to just sit down and meditate. But yeah, because then that way, like, I can explore, like I can see like how my mind works and blah, and because then I'm like, wow, I'm so amazing. But then for those times where I don't really like feel like it, like there are like, these are some of the things in which you can kind of meditate, like to calm down your mind and just be more present. And like, which are more fun, and like for me, they lift up my frequency more than just sitting there meditating. But maybe it's just because I didn't really fully, I don't know. And this thing, I did my baby hairs and then I put it on to, like, you know, to dry them on my head. But then I like it. It's nice. It suits the top. But what was I saying? Okay, ways of meditation, which are not like just sitting down and closing your eyes. First one is actually watching something. So like, instead of closing your eyes, like, I mean, not Netflix. Sometimes I do TikTok meditation. Is that a thing? Probably not. But well, sometimes it feels like the universe speaks to me like through TikTok. But who else feels like this? Comment below. And yeah, so the first one is literally just watching stuff. So either like, if you don't want to go outside, you can watch like a candle or something and just like focus on watching the candle. Or you can, like, when you, like, I usually go outside and then like I'm sitting like in a forest or something, or like in like a park where there's like a lot of trees, and then I just watch the birds and like watch the nature, and but not really like I just clear my mind, and then I'm just, yeah, watching, because that way you can like kind of learn. Sometimes you get like epiphanies through that, like through how nature operates, and it's super cool. And then the stiller you are in nature, the more you feel like part of it. And then sometimes you see like little mice, or I don't know, but like, it's more beautiful if you have like a nice nature around you, like a nice park or something. I love Richmond Park. I've done that once in Richmond Park, but because it's far away. And it was so beautiful. Like, that was actually the time where I was so still. I just sat there. It was not even planned. And then I saw the mouse. I'm like, oh, thank you. Exactly, that's the first thing. But then if you're at home, you can just watch like a candle. Also, like, you know, it's like nice. Like, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, one thing I actually discovered it today is telekinesis. Like, basically, I didn't discover it today because I have this little crystal. Like I said in my other video, which I made it move. And yeah, that was super cool. But since then, I never really like made it move again. And the thing is, like, I don't know. And then yesterday I watched another video, and this guy, he was doing it with like tinfoil, like this. And I know the one where you put like, oh, the noise, but like where you put like something here, and then you make it spin. But for me, like, my mind, that, because sometimes it still goes into this overly analytical thing and then doubts that is actually what happened. But what I did today, I just put it on my table, and I just made it like a little bit circular, and I put it like literally just put it like this on the table. Okay, see? Like this. And then obviously, because the table, like, it's gonna stay here. And then I made sure there was no wind or nothing. And I like, you know, I did it, like, and it worked. Like, I mean, it doesn't work all the time, but like today, like, a lot of it, like I made it fall a lot of the times, and then I made it go like back and forth, like, and it's so cool. So basically, is like, I would say, it's a form of meditation, and it's fun, you know. And then because also that way you see like your thoughts coming up, and then you see when the doubtful thoughts come up, and then when, you know, like, and then because I tend to, like, when I get doubtful thoughts, it doesn't really work, but when I not try too hard, then it works. Like, when I'm just like, okay, let's try. And that was the same with the stone, and I think that's why I could make the stone move the first time I tried it, because I was just going to it with like a playful thing, like, oh, let's see if it works, and like not overthinking it, you know, and like just with like a light energy, and it was super cool. And yeah, and this like really like lifted my mood today, like making this thing move. So cool. And what was there? Oh yeah, and then sometimes, like, instead of just sitting down and meditating, I like to ask a question. Like, I ask Source for the, like, maybe this video is actually more on how to connect more with the magic, because that's the reason why I actually want to meditate, like the main reason. Yeah, but well, like, you know, because meditation, we always think like, oh, it has to be this, like we have to sit down and calm the thoughts and blah, blah. And then I feel like because I have so many expectations for it, because everybody's like, ooh, meditation, then I actually don't, like, it's not, I don't know, like it doesn't really work for me that well, just like that. But sometimes it works. Sometimes I go outside when when I'm really in the mood for it, I like it. Like I go outside and then like I put the timer for like 1 hour or something, and then I'm like, but I have to be in the mood for it, you know? So yeah, I'd say like, and I don't really want to force things anymore either, so don't force yourself. And then if you feel low, instead of like forcing yourself to sit down and meditate, if you know that it's not going to raise your vibe that much, maybe just do it for like a minute or something, or not even a minute. Like most of the times now when I meditate, I don't put on the timer. Sometimes I put on like a frequency, like I don't know, like on YouTube I get like recommendations for like certain frequencies, and then it's like ding, and then I just sit however long I want to sit, you know. Some like yesterday it was 20 minutes. I really didn't feel like 20 minutes, like what? But I mean in a good way. Yeah. Like I'm so fucking weird, right? But I mean it's fine. And yeah, and then like what like the whole like this point was basically to, even if you work, instead of thinking, oh, I have to let everything go and sit and see meditation as an act, just incorporate it. Like even if you're like on your computer and then you're just like there, and then you feel like, oh, okay, I might like want to meditate, and then you just stop your thoughts just for like a couple of seconds, and it's super nice. Or like that was another point. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. That was another point, is to like feel your feelings, because you know sometimes you feel like something is off kind of, and then for me, like for almost all of my life, like I always had this feeling like something is off, like something doesn't feel right. And then recently, like I feel like I had like this kind of awakening thing. Like I always thought I was like spiritually aware and like awakened kind of, but I guess it's like always like a spiral kind of thing. Like you go through it again and again and again and higher. So basically I feel like I had like a breakthrough a couple of weeks ago, and then like I felt like how I never felt before. Like I felt like, you know, the veil was like lifted off me, because I always had this background doubt and self-worth issues and stuff, which I didn't even realize I had. You know, if people say like, oh yeah, you've been going through a lot, blah blah, and I would say like, no, like I'm fine, like but then like now that I see how life can be, like how I can feel, then I'm like, oh wow, yeah, it was actually quite hard. You know, like to feel like all the time like you're not like worth that much. But yeah, I'm super happy that I like overcame this, and I like, that's the crazy thing, right? If you don't even realize that you do that or that you have that. So basically that's why it's important to get like in touch with your feelings, I think. Because I didn't, like I literally, when I had a feeling, my mind, I would just go logical, and then I would like logic, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, like bye. But then I want to honor my feelings more, and my intuition. So basically if you feel like you have a feeling, because I don't have that many feelings, you know, like, and I think it's because I always like logicalize them. So now I'm tapping more into it and see how I actually feel, and that's kind of a meditation too. So you're just like, if you feel like something is like, then you're like, okay, let me feel, like, let me actually feel what this is. Where do I feel it in my body? Like what is the sensation? Because there are actually sensations to feelings, and I never really realized because I never really had them. Yeah, or like not that strong, I think. But like feelings are super cool, because that way you can navigate like better, and then if you're in tune is nice. So like I'm happy that my feelings are coming back to me. Like I mean actual, because I always thought like of feelings as in like something in the head, like something which doesn't really, you know, like it was always logical. But now I'm realizing that feelings are actually physical sensations in your body. I didn't know that. It's like, yeah, I always just thought it's like something in your head, but it's literally physical sensations. So I'm happy that I'm realizing that. Oh yeah, this is nature again, but like just walking barefoot, like in nature, is nice, like to connect, and then like just being quiet and not listening to music or stuff. Like I like that as well as like a form of meditation. And then like, yeah, another one is like focus on one feeling, trying to hold it. Like I mean, I just wrote that down, and like I tried it once, and I couldn't hold it for long. But I feel like it's like a kind of like a nice thing. So if it resonates, try it. If not, then not, because I haven't really tried it out that much myself. Um, Oh, and another one is looking people in the eyes. Like you can go for a walk, and then you can say like every person that comes across me, I will just look them in the eyes. I will not look away, even if it's like long distance, and you like tick tick tick, and you like eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. I used to do that a couple of times, and it's fun. Like now I don't really do it that much, because I can like I feel like now I learn to pick up energies. Like that's you can learn how to pick up energies through doing that, you know. Because now I feel like I can kind of pick up energies faster because of that. And then the energies that I don't really resonate with, like I don't look them in the eyes, but then sometimes I see people and like it's like we recognize each other, and it's so nice. Like they just smile and smile, and like the vibe is just like ooh, it's like nice. So yeah, definitely try that if you want to. And oh yeah, and then dissolving clouds. Like that's a fun thing to do as well. Like you can just look outside and then like dissolve them like with your mind, and I'm just like dissipate, dissipate, dissipate. And then that way you also see like what type of thoughts come up. Like it's similar to the telekinesis thing, because then the thoughts come up like the doubt and that way you can learn how to let go of like all the doubt and all the logical stuff, and just like tune into your like intuition and your superpowers. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and yeah, subscribe if you're like me. It's like I'm looking into like marketing stuff and like messaging and stuff, but and then like I literally just want to attract people like me, and yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to do that, but I guess like just talking about topics that I like, right? So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.